Hello and welcome to Bargain and Subscription Gaming. My name is Rich. We're playing a little more Citizen Sleeper. There's also a guy chopping down a tree or something with a chainsaw outside, so I may mute a bit during this episode. I don't know. Or we just have it kind of background noise to what I'm doing. Alright, we have great rolls today. Let's finish off Ashton first, I suppose. Either of them would work. Let's see, with 3, 4... 4 gets us either way. So let's finish off that first. Alright, we get 5 cryo, we track Ashton, let's back out of this. There we go. Ankhita. The trail ahead extends deep into the overgrown section of the greenway. At this far end of the ring, where the long, lazy curve of the greenway becomes the shattered landscape of the waste, things are oddly quiet. Ahead stands a vast farm stack, broken from its axis by rust or force, and lying amongst the overgrown landscape like an ancient temple, is stained with moss and algae, flows of green running out from its broken tanks like a frozen and brackish tide. This is where Ashton is hiding, you're pretty sure. All your intuition points to the shadows beneath this collapsed superstructure. Roll the comm headset Ankhita gave you into your palm. Call Ankhita. You slip the headset into your ear and Emphis is static. After a few moments, you hear Ankhita. Sleeper, you locate a target. A doubt enters your mind. Can you be sure he's here? Yes, come now. Copy. Hold tight till I get there. That cuts out the channel dead. You hold your position and watch the trail. Ahead, the stars wheel with motion of the eye. In your mind wanders. You try to imagine what this place looked like before the collapse. All ordered rows of crops, corporate pleasure gardens, glowing farm stacks. Now is a wilderness, a strange overgrown biosphere bordered by the void of space. You smile. Despite everything, it seems like an improvement. Sleeper, Ankhita says, brings you out of your reverie. He's in the collapsed stack? I think so. Sleeper, she gives you a look. You better be right. No, there's no way I'm following that trail. If he's up there, he'll have eyes on that for sure. Let's keep to the undergrowth and work our way around. She heads off towards the central spine of the greenway with you following close behind. It's slow going there, where the overgrowth meets the metal wall, but it is so concealed that you can barely see the glass roof high above. Ankhita somehow seems to know where to go. Ankhita works her way through the dense undergrowth, pushing aside branches and fronds. It's exhausting and you desperately want rest, but Ankhita shows no sign of letting out. Up ahead, there's a faint glow from the collapsed stack, and it leads you around the side to the broken tank. You both step through the opening, trying to avoid the broken glass that sits among the moss and algae. You work your way up the slanted tank, and you steady at a deliberate pace. Somewhere, water drips, and you swear you hear birdsong. Hanging plants catch the light, coating the place in a pale, sickly green. Ankhita reaches the edge of the tank where it meets a central drum, holds up a hand for you to stop. You inch forward and look over the edge. The vast drum is like a cistern with plants growing on all sides, wet mossy island at its base. It is beautiful, and for the moment you can't see anything but tones of green. Then you see the sleeper. In a faint circle of light descending down through the drum, the sleeper lies slumped at an odd angle. They are surrounded by crates. Besides them, as one of the mossy islands, there's an object, a cylinder set on top. It is connected to the sleeper's head. You flinch. Are they one of the others? One of the ones that escaped with you? You squint, trying to recognize them. They are twisted, broken, open, wrong. You look away. Ankhita doesn't look at you. She doesn't look at the sleeper. She fixes her eyes on the object. That's Amber's shipmind, she says, and you suddenly recognize the cylinder. Who is... You turn negative to speak, but she's already gone. She drops off the edge of the tank and lands on one of the mossy islands, her armor letting out a hiss as it absorbs the impact. The shot hits her shoulder a piece. The ceramic armor cracks, but holding as she braces into the impact, then she launches herself forward, the now activated armor launching her across the drum. Another shot goes wide before she reaches cover of crates besides the sleeper. Shit, you hear the shout from one of the tanks. High on the far wall, Ankhita reaches over and wraps a hand around a thick connection between the shipmind and the sleeper. What is she doing? You better come down here, I'll rip this right out of their head, she screams at the wall of tanks. You shiver at the suggestion. Stop. Quiet, sleeper. Shot rips through the moss beside you, filling your vision with green. The shooter must be somewhere on the other side of the tanks. Do that again, I swear to God, I'll tear their head off, Ankhita shouts them. Sleeper, you stay down. There's a long pause, all you can hear is the dripping of water running down the walls of the drum. Then Ashton calls out, I'm coming down. Ankhita, don't do anything stupid, for God's sake. He appears at the far side of the drum, stepping through the shallower water, rifle raised above his head. Drop the gun. He throws it down on the moss. As you lean out to watch, you see him catch your eye, clocking your presence. What are you up to here, Ashton, you sicko? She stands, keeping her sidearm trained on his head. You ripped my ship on it, and for what, some freakish experiment? Ashton approaches the shaking hands, his eyes now fixed on a connecting bundle of wires that Ankhita still holds. Oh, steady, Ankhita. Isn't like that. I needed the ship mine. You understand, they would have died without it. What are you talking about? I knew this shit when you ripped my ship mine and crippled my ship. Should put you down right now as she tightens her grip on the connection. Particularly in no curiosity. So I never asked for your help. You only look after yourself. That sleeper up there, they're just a bait to draw me out. He shucks a breath in. Are you trying to give me more reasons to shoot you? I love them. Ankhita Ashton looks at the crumpled sleeper. I love them and they are going to die. They would never understand. He starts closing the gap between himself and the still ancient floor. Don't do that, Ashton. Don't do that. Let the wires going and let us go. If you don't get out of my way. He inches closer. Please, I can't let you take it, Ashton. You stole it from me. You left me for dead. You think I'm going to trust you after all that? I need that. I need them to survive. Ashton is in the reach of sleeper now. I think I'm going to take them now. He raises a hand. I'm going to take the ship mine and go. He loses grip on the connection. Her hand is shaking. Stop, Ashton. She lowers the gun. Stop. Seeing her drop her guard, he makes his move. A blur of a moment, a struggle, a shot, another, and another. You recoil back behind the edges. They ricochet around the inside of the drum. The sound deafening you. When you crawl back down the edge, Ashton is bleeding into the water. The red and the green Ankhita is standing at the center of the drum, the severed connection in her hand. The water drips endlessly, drip after drip. You force yourself to look at the broken sleeper. There is no sign of life, of humanity. They're just another broken object among the other broken objects, while all around living things growing and thrive. He finally looks back up at you, tears in her eyes. She begins to say something that might be sorry, but you are already gone. Well, I don't think that gave us anything. Let's go look if she's over by her ship. Our Emphis is here. I don't see her ship anywhere. Is there? Find Ashton. Well, it appears we still need to talk to her about the what happened there. But it doesn't appear to be a place we can talk to her here. Let me go back across. The wastes. Gather scrap. No. Alrighty. I don't know. Maybe she'll show up tomorrow or something. Well, let's go get that food from Emphis. We need 3 energy anyway, so this should be good. Emphis is praying the G-roll caps. He has had to heavily adapt this recipe, he says, but the smell is already incredible. It emanates from a strange purplish white bulb you have never seen before, and he is slicing finely. He brushes and slices the mushrooms and then places them in the wok with the sliced bulb and oil. Caramelized there in that well-worn crucible, he adds liquids transparent and opaque and then turns down the heat. A sprinkle of leaves is the final touch. We have a moment, sleeper. He smiles. Do you have a story? Something in the scent of the food gives you a feeling of nostalgia, something distant and melancholic. It seems like a story should match the feeling somehow. Maybe it'd feel better telling it. Recall your oldest memories. You start by explaining that when you were emulated from a person, many of your memories are left behind. Perhaps it's an intentional part of the process, a way of keeping sleepers ignorant and malleable, or perhaps it's a side effect of imperfect emulation. You admit that you don't really know. What you do know is that some memories survive, and on occasion they come back to you like shadows passing overhead. You tell one recurring memory, which despite returning to you with enough regularity for you to think it familiar, always fades as quickly as it arrives. You struggle to explain the feeling of being whole for a moment that comes with this memory, and then how the wholeness slips away and leaves you feeling like you have forgotten something important but just can't bring it to mind. Emphis nods throughout cooking as he does, with deft and skillful movements. You start to trail off when you realize you can't find the words to explain how memories you do have feel like both yours and someone else's at the same time, and how that always fill you with a certain sadness. The sadness of remaining forever unknown even to yourself. Emphis finishes cooking and meets your eyes. Sorry, sleeper, for your troubles. He puts the wok to one side. I appreciate you sharing with me. I hope it lightens you a little. He passes you a bowl and heaps the rolls into the yellow coloring mixed with pale sauce and whirls of blooms. Eat. The dish is delicious. Filling it warms you as you eat in a way you weren't even sure you could be warmed. It is a small mercy you think that SNR left you with this pleasure. Many of the features of frames are there to simulate a human experience, you know that much. Emulated minds cannot be rewired, so their needs for embodied experience must be met. That is why you breathe even when you do not need air. Without that simulation, the sense of drowning would be unbearable. Food serves their purpose. Your frame is able to metabolize it to produce energy from raw materials. Vitamins and minerals are excessive, of course. Your frames only need the raw power. So much is wasted, yet while you eat this food and feel the warmth, nothing feels wasted. It all means something to you. As you finish, Emphis takes the bowl. The last of his cleaning, he smiles at you, and neither of you feel the need to say anything more. Instead, you simply exchange nods and walk your separate ways back into the bright market, somehow changed. All right, did we? Yeah, we're full up. We're full up. I believe is that completed drive? No skill points. So. Now we still need to get to know. We now need to bring him caps. Matsuke caps, freshly sourced. Oh. Alright. I guess we gotta find those. Let's go. Is this the... no. It's the derelict unit. And... would the 3 be good here? Maybe I re-roll those 2 after I use the 6s. I mean, a 3 and 2 is not great. That's 100% positive. We'll use one of them. Almost done. I'm tempted to do the second one right now just to finish off the apartment. Think about it. Let's go across. The farm stacks, the mushroom groves, the aviary, the dorm, the commune, the waste. This one, if I want to do this one, I need 2 girl caps. If I want to do the aviary, I need some spores. We have 2 growth spores now. Now, I can go to the aviary. It only takes 1 of those to germinate the spore. So, start the action. Oh, you have to fill all 3. So I will need 1 more grove spore. Let's try a reroll. Got a 4 and a 3. Well, it's better than a 1 and a 3. Should we go to the mushroom grove and got 1 more. Okay, now we can go back here. Beds. Now we gotta wait, looks like 4 turns for that to work out. Alrighty. You know, let's use this last die to finish off the derelict unit. Let's go here. Yeah, I've used them both, so action unavailable for caster. Derelict unit. Go. Squatter's rights. We trophy unlocked. Very nice. We got a skill point out of that. Yeah, 1. So can't use it on anything because nothing takes 1. So we will save Get Hard to Kill next. Then we'll have to start deciding which of these things we're going to put 3 points into. But for now. That's nice. And now we have used up all our dice. There's a stray animal nearing the handful of chits for crackers to bring. Okay. I am going to do that since it only costs 3 units and I have much more than it. Action unavailable. Let's see if anything else pops up. Aha! The stray. The stray hops up onto a work surface and looks out of the unit's small window. It doesn't acknowledge your presence. It just sits there beside the tray of crumbled crackers, staring out at the low end. What is this cat's story? Are there more on the station? You haven't seen another in the low end, but in this vast megastructure, that means little. There could be a whole colony of cats like this one down in the Warrens. You look at the sleek, dark fur and sharp eyes. It doesn't look ragged. It looks at home. In fact, its presence in the unit makes you wonder if this is Stray's apartment, which you are squatting in. Watch the stray. Though the stray is looking out at the station, you feel its attention on you, waiting for you to spring your trap. You remain relaxed and watch as something flickers in his eye, perhaps a reflection of a passing ship. The stray settles a little and starts eating, picking at the broken crackers. You don't remember ever having been this close to an animal. It triggers something in you, a recognition of a life totally unlike your own, but still somehow connected, parallel even, interwoven. Stray licks crumbs from his fur. Do you like it here? The stray flicks her tail at the sound of your voice. It is hard to imagine the stray liking anything, or at least being normal enough to admit it. The stray's pleasure at existing here, in this place, shines through in every sinew. It is not that the stray is always happy on the eye, but the stray is engaged by this place. It's alive here. You turn your eye to the window, the one stray looks out of, and you both watch the stars and the ships together. You feel something pass between you and the stray, a kind of acknowledgement of each other, a sense that each of you might share something with one another, a point of connection. Then all at once the stray yawns wide, hops down from the unit and brushes along your legs, and then it is gone, out through the unit door and back into the corridors of low end. Awesome. That's awesome. We have a stray. It's a repeatable action. I don't know if repeating it right now will get more stuff done, or we have to do it every day. I think I'll wait the cycle and do it again. For now, let's end the cycle. Alright, we'll lose some energy. We still have 5 dice. If I had scrap, I'd use it because it would give us 1 more day with good dice. With 5 dice. But anyway, we're going to back out of here. And it's saving, and then we quit to the main menu. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you guys want to see more Citizen Sleeper, let me know in the comments. If there's other games on Game Pass or PS Premium, games that are free to play, games that are on sale that you're interested in, you can write write that down there as well, and I'll try to get them as soon as possible, and I'll see you guys all next time.